Welcome to the 15th video in our series of covering all the basic aspects of Legend of Eisenwald by going step by step through the first scenario of the main campaign. Now, I promise we are getting toward the end, and in this video we are going to focus on upgrading units, which we get 3 upgrades here. Unfortunately, our hero didn't get quite enough. He'll get it in the next battle. And talk about garrisoning. Now, we can't do the upgrading until we get outside of the castle, but we did have a couple things go on here. First of all, you remember that the castle supported slots used to be 5. Now we have 6. And we have that extra castle supported slot because what did we just do? We got one more castle. Each additional castle gives you an additional castle supported slot, which means instead of having to pay for things like mercs or not having enough people in your party, you can then make your army stronger, but stronger as well. Now, one thing that we can do, which is kind of interesting, let's say, I don't know, we wanted to protect our castle for some reason. So we could take these two guys, let's say the bowman and the archer, and actually these two guys are kind of weird. Yeah, so garrisoning is kind of a weird way it works. These are our followers and our hero. These three things, a hero as well as followers, which are the type of mercenaries for which you do not pay for and you don't really have a lot of control over whether or not they're with you. You can get rid of them, but you can't really get them to join you unless it's part of the scenario. Followers cannot go in here. As you see, there's locked. It won't let you put them in here. A little lock sign. You cannot garrison this follower character. Your hero, you cannot garrison your hero. But other than that, we can garrison everybody else. We can put in our soldier, we can put in our other merc, we can put in our healer women, you can put everybody else into your garrison if you want. And what does this mean? This means that if we walk away from the castle and somebody else comes to assault the castle to try to take it over, then these are the units that are left to defend the castle. And the most important ones to leave to defend the castle, of course, are ranged units. In this case, it doesn't really make any sense to do any of this because we only have that crossbowman that could do anything, and he's not enough. So let's not even try to bother with showing how that would work because they would just die. Okay, so that's the first thing to notice about garrisoning. The second thing, of course, is the castle supported slots, and we at the end of the last battle we had also taken advantage of. You can have the garrison ability, which is you can do it in either as the heal or this is just garrisoning, and then the heal action, which is just like a church. So some castles, if they have it enabled, allow the ability for your guys to get healed. Typically a castle that you take over will allow you to do this. So great, we can do all that, and last but not least, we can then go into our main inventory army menu, and now we can finally see after all this time that the upgrade little tab here means something. So if we click, let's say, on our hunter. Now, even though our hunter is a follower and he's not going to stay with us, in fact none of these people are going to stay with us except for our little knight friend, who I'm not sure that's all that great of a thing, we can click and upgrade. Now in this case there isn't a lot that you can do because you can just upgrade to a bowman. However, once he becomes a bowman, I'll go ahead and do that. Upgrade him. Now he is been upgraded, and he's now a bowman. He gets new clothes and everything. And the next time after that, there is a choice. You can become a crossbowman, or I forgot what these guys are called. This is a slower attack. This is a faster multiple attack, just like the bowman. So it's kind of like two different paths that they can go. As they go and increase experience to get more and more powerful, do more attack, have more armor. So but it takes also more and more experience to get to the next level. So it's a lot easier to go from level 1 to level 2 than so on. And also similarly, both the peasant women can then upgrade and become herbalist women. And so to see the difference is, let's say a peasant woman, let's see, she has in her skills, she has 37 spiritual power, and she does a heal that does 15, whereas our herbalist woman, she does a more powerful heal. It's not 904, but it's more powerful heal, like 18 or something, and she doesn't gain any in terms of spiritual power. But her main thing is that she does a more powerful heal. And and in addition, that's right. In addition, she also gets an additional spell. So usually the magic casters, as they level, they get more and more spells. And her thing that she can do in addition is that she can add to what their maximum health is. So if they're already at a high health, she can make them even more buffed, which is a nice little ability. So we'll go and upgrade this one as well. So they're both herbalist women, so that'll make our last battle that we have to face even easier, which is good. Okay, so I think that covers everything that we can do at this point with respect to upgrading. And right now, the next thing we're going to do, of course, is wait for the guy to come back, and we'll have to defend the castle against him. But that'll be pretty easy. That's the next video.